Previously in Sacred Earth Reverie, Phonon detected the item fairies, Primula and Fee. Primula opened a portal in a panic and accidentally took Abelle and Phonon to the Fairy Queen's palace. The Fairy Queen wouldn't let the party go until they proved themselves worthy of their unusual powers, though she held back to a somewhat reasonable level. She then granted her blessings to Abelle and Phonon, resulting in a stat boost, and then sent them back to the Black Ark. A crashing sound. As we make our way back in the temple, we're suddenly thrown off balance by a violent quake. Whoa, hey, we just arrived. What's happening? Immediately we try to hold our footing as the temple continues to quake. It's because I beat the Fairy Queen. Oh, you're here. Terrible timing, really, or maybe good timing. What on Miltiades is happening? Is it still breaking? No, not if I can help it. You think that after all the times I cleared all the paths, it would have strengthened the seal enough? She's really trying to break it now. The struggle continues for a while longer, until eventually, and slowly ceasing, a silence falls in the aftermath as we carefully regain our bearings. Is it over? It seems to be that way. What frightening power that one has, even by my standards. Hey, is the seal safe? For now, yes. The bad news is that while the seal is safe at the moment, the shades of her residual power are still out there, are sure to be more formidable than anything you've faced since. That's really not something to inspire confidence. What was all our work for if the seal girl is going to crush through that seal so easily? I don't have time to get annoyed, because the situation feels a little too urgent for that. How lovely. Did we expend all of that effort for nothing? Don't fall into such negativity. The situation can be salvaged. Let's just do what we need to do. I'm a little fluffy on this one, but fair enough. Oh, okay. Let's just do what we can do. I advise you hurry. She's really trying her hardest here. Hall of Possibilities. I'm sure one of them I'm sure Phonon and Norn will be in here. Wait, what? Wait, that's Cain. Bruh, why is Cain located? Why is Cain third and Norn second? Wait, what? Like, Cain doesn't really have that great of an AoE moveset outside of the limit break. What?
If only they were smart enough to not bother at all.
That's the problem. I have to worry about that too.
Activating reality manipulation measures. Time dilation. Deploying barrier ignition protocol.
Bro.
Really? I mean, are you sure? Okay then.
Engaging movement limiters. Manipulating bolt minor damage.
There are slight delay.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Minor...
I don't think so!
Minor damage sustained.
Time to put a stop to this. This will finish it. Forever.
Minor damage sustained.
Take my advice. Don't get back up.
Starting up. Parallel vision operation.
Okay. What's her EX 100?
Form 1. Swallow
Minor
tail.
damage sustained.
Okay.
Minor...
Is that your voice?
I don't have any EP though.
Take hold of the light and stand tall.
You'll definitely feel nice in the morning.
Minor damage sustained.
Photon Blade.
Activating. Photon
Minor
blade.
damage.
Subroutine. Sustained. Increasing power output.
Proceeding with
30%.
termination protocol.
Termination subroutine.
She buffed at the same time I did my
Resuming
fucking
standard
limit.
combat routine.
Bruh. I didn't even know that was legal. How does she have EX Shackle twice? That doesn't even make sense mathematically speaking.
Form 2.
Minor firing energy rounds.
No, my spubs! No! Man. Can't have shit, man.
You're an eyesore.
Minor damage sustained.
Can't have shit. Your speed.
Firing energy rounds.
Oh, I couldn't activate in time. Seriously, it's so finicky to change stuff in this game.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Okay.
Minor
Form
damage
4. Blossom Waltz.
Behind me, everyone! Ow!
Whew. Nice. Anyways, I can use Farewell now.
Farewell.
Minor damage sustained. Lightning edge deployed.
Okay. You don't have any buffs set up. Or will you do actually? Shit.
Your ill-gotten power.
Oh, I can remove your way marker. And done. That went better than your actual story fight somehow. I don't know why.
Good. Let's move on.
Okay. Oh yeah, it looks like the Fairy Blessing actually boosted Abelle and... Why are these two named Cain? What the heck is this glitch-ass shit? Bro, they are not named Cain. What are you talking about? Bro, they're not even in the formation. Are they? No, they actually are. What the... Okay. Wait, this is so weird. Okay. Yeah, I think the menu glitched out a little bit there, but that was weird. Okay. So they actually are added to reserve, so I can actually use them if I want to, but I guess only for this dungeon. That's so weird. Yeah, Phonon also got a bit of a boost there.
It's not too late to turn back, you know. Really, go ahead. I won't chase you.
Lightning edge deployed. Increasing power output.
Proceeding with
30%.
termination protocol.
Termination subroutine complete.
Yeah, that should decrease your stats slightly.
Combat routine.
You are wide open.
Wow, Almace, get your turn already, damn it.
Observation range increased to maximum.
I don't think so!
I don't think so.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Seriously. I don't want to sit on all this limit either, because the boss might use it.
Single touch is all it takes. Is that your best? It's time. Let your foolishness guide you to the afterlife. You'd be wise not to get back up.
Firing energy rounds.
Timing for that one is so finicky. Like, sometimes you get, sometimes you don't, even when you mash. Whoa.
Take hold of the light and stand tall.
Yoo-hoo! Over here!
Manipulating light element.
Well, that worked.
Why must people fight? It seems all too meaningless.
Okay.
Clearly you don't value...
Unlock potential, okay. I don't recognize this one, but they have a familiar vibe. What, Miltiades? Is that your brother? This is... Who's this supposed to be? You seem like you know Abelle, Fluffy. No, I'm not. I merely had a feeling. It's no, never mind. Let's not get distracted. Let's be a shadow and move on. Ruh. The Unchosen, wait.
Engaging movement limiter. Lightning edge.
I can remove his potential. Without potential, you can't use your strongest stuff. I mean, you're still probably gonna be really strong, but
Memories
still.
will become a source of strength.
Oh, he can do this shit too. Bruh. Wait, why do you have Banish? Why can't I have Banish? That's so unfair. Oh no. Bruh, the barrier was taken out so easily too.
Ideal strike!
You are wide open.
Farewell. It's time. Let your foolishness guide you to the afterlife. You'd be wise not to get back up.
Okay, some delay here and there. Nice. How the hell did this happen to Phonon? She was supposed to be the tankiest of the tankies.
Phantom Splash!
After reality shift.
Increasing power output to 20%.
Okay, that gives her back her barrier too, but man, I think even that barrier was not enough to save me.
Take hold of the light and stand tall.
High Splash!
Activating Proton Blade subroutine.
Damn, I somehow failed to activate her limit. Sometimes it's just hard to pull off these combos. The timing seems tough for Phonon.
Single touch is all it takes. Time has come. Light of purification. Grand unto mine foes, blessed annihilation. This is the ultimate right of dawn to my knowledge.
You're an eyesore.
Destroy your power.
Starting up parallel vision operation.
All is but a distant memory.
No one's getting hurt on my watch!
Soothing light, banish these foul impurities.
Iron Stance? I forgot you had that.
Firing energy rounds. Manipulating bulk element.
Yeah! That wasn't so bad.
I could do with a nice.
Honestly, the boss version of the main characters does not really have that many AoE options, so it felt more survivable, especially with Phonon around. Oh, Impact Crystal and Delay Crystal. Yeah. Honestly, that was not too bad. In the end, we managed to defeat the shadows that the storyteller warned us about. It was an intense struggle against copies of foes whose powers defy moral reasoning. We were all beat. Even Almis is looking a bit tired, which is surprising to me. Welcome back. It looks like you clear out all the shadows now. Congratulations. There was damage done to the seal, but I can fix it. How lovely. If I could avoid fighting such monumental foes ever again, that would be grand. You're telling me, who was that shadowy girl with wings anyway? She looked a lot like your sealed girl up there. Hold on, don't! You fuckers. Bruh. What do you mean? They're not even remotely the same person, are they? That shouldn't count, right? That's not like saying a problematic but popular influencer's name on social media. It's, right? Words have already left my mouth. No. That was Norn, Queen of the Star Fairies, or at least a copy of her. What did you just say? Oh, is something wrong? Oh no. Bro, wait, what? This thing must be related to Norn somehow. Right then, before we can speculate about the arduous task we had just completed, the temple quakes and a voice echoes throughout the chamber.
Finally, I can speak.
Separate slot. Separate slot, separate slot, separate slot. Damn it, we're gonna face this game's toxic but popular influencer type. Oh, that voice says, it must be her. The storyteller knows his eyes. He clearly is not terribly enthused by his turn of events, but a moment later, he dons a smile.
Well, well, you certainly worked hard, haven't you? I'd greet you by name, but you know I can't.
Just acknowledging her species is enough to get her to break the seal? That doesn't even make sense, man.
Should I call you the Sealed Maiden instead?
So it was you, after all. Have you been keeping me sealed away all this time?
Not all the time. Even I step away now and then. But I noticed that your seal was weakening some time ago. You know, I had to leave behind a wife and child to deal with this.
Aw, poor you.
Maybe the storyteller can join as a party member.
You could alleviate those troubles quite easily by simply undoing this pesky seal, you know?
And tell me, do you still plan on laying waste to the known universe?
What a ridiculous question. I only wish to see my sister dead and buried. After that, it depends on my mood.
You're Norn's sister? Oh no. That's definitely not a no. Indeed.
Well, as tempting as it might be to let you go free, I don't think I'll be cooperating this time. Sorry. Too much of a risk, you know?
Bro, if you're gonna hold a grudge against Norn, don't destroy the rest of the multiverse with it.
Fine. Then I'll break this stupid cage myself.
So she's basically like a fourth fight in this gauntlet? That's not going to happen. Wait, but are my risk factors still going to apply, or are they removed for this battle? Yeah, we can't let you do that. If you're going to friend our home, then we'll stop you. Do I actually get a chance to at least equip my stuff? All my delay shit? That delay crystal thing?
Oh, you people. I did vaguely sense that my shadows were being taken down by a group of outsiders.
Menu access, please!
You sure did find yourself a nice bunch of useful idiots, didn't you?
I'd leave out the idiots part, but yes, they've been monumentally helpful.
It doesn't matter. I'll be out of here before long. Just watch.
It would seem this would be our final obstacle to contend with, the sealed maiden herself.
I'll do my best to keep the seal from breaking. Meanwhile, you all should work on suppressing her. Don't worry. In the seal like she is, her power is only about 30%, I estimate. You should be able to face her.
Make it sound so easy, but we've got to do this. Let's go. Menu access, dude. So it seems. Let's get this trial over with once and for all. All right, here goes nothing. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait. Huh? Bruh. Wait, why do you get a bunch of dudes right before... Okay, so I don't have to fight all of you yet, but man. Not allowed to be freed no matter the circumstance. Man. Let's save first. That was insane. Oh, I see. The fairies cannot be accessed outside of the Lunar Mirror then. I see. I was wondering about that.
More monsters.
What is even this dude? This wolf is gigantic. I can't even ever recall seeing anything like this before. I suspect our sealed maiden is no longer drawing from our memories, but our own, or perhaps something else entirely. Yeah, it looks like some sort of god of wolves. I've never seen this thing before. Wherever it is, there's no time to speculate. Focus on the fight. Oh, man.
Engaging movement limiters. Lightning edge deployed.
Bro, that barely delayed you.
Ideal strike! Time to put a stop to this. This will finish it. Forever yours! Take my advice. Don't get back up.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
You are wide open.
Starting up parallel vision operation.
The light will guide your path.
Activating photon blade subroutine.
Single touch is all it takes.
High slash!
No! Drown! Aqua damage.
Is that your best? It's time. Let your foolishness guide you to the afterlife. You'd be wise not to get back up.
Man. Still waymark her.
Increasing power output to 20%.
Disappear.
Soothing light, banish these foul impurities.
Manipulating Vault element.
Lane Surge.
All is but a distant memory.
Sword of darkness, devour!
Gosh, that wasn't too bad.
That nuisance
Other than that drowning thing.
Let us be off, shall we?
No Zellum. Oh, Solomos.
Hostile entities detected.
Is that Solomos? But something doesn't seem right.
Recommended.
I've never seen him dressed like that. It does sort of look like him, but yeah, this can't be right at all. I guess that is a future possibility, a chilling display of ability. How very concerning indeed. Is he gonna be a DPS check again? He doesn't have a buff, so no need to use that just yet.
Manipulating Vault Element.
I don't think so.
You are wide open.
Damn it!
All is but a distant memory.
Yup.
Observation range increased to maximum.
High
Damn it!
Farewell. It's time.
Damn it!
Let your foolishness guide you to the afterlife. You'd be wise not to get back up.
Don't get back up. You hear? You hear?
Single touch is all it takes.
Take hold of the light and stand tall.
Have no fear. Restorative seal.
Activating. Photon increasing power output. Proceeding 30% termination subroutine.
Okay.
Complete.
That should lower his stats a bit.
Combat routine.
Sword of Darkness, devour them.
Damn it!
Bro, he's still going.
You're an eyesore.
No, he's buffing.
The Akashic record.
Can they remove that? Any of that shit? How much of that can I remove?
Engaging movement limiters.
Damn it!
Okay, at least it removed his speed and stuff, so he's back to being a slow guy.
All is but a distant memory.
Behind me, everyone.
Banish. The time has
Oh, hell.
goddesses.
No.
I will take back this world. Archace!
Bro, he's got a bunch of buffs set up.
I will not be stopped by you or anyone else.
He's got a bunch of stuff set up.
Damn it!
Lightning edge deployed.
Damn it!
Okay.
Is that your best?
Delay, 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 delay. You don't deserve a turn ever.
Be gone. Purification.
Yeah, how's your great power going for you now?
Swallowtail.
Damn it!
Whoa.
Waymarker status terminated. Initiating barrier burst.
Well, that works.
Was that worth it? I don't think so.
Oh. Oh no. Now the actual boss of this gauntlet.
My. Whatever shall we do with you, I wonder?
She's still alive after onslaught. Quite impressive, I must admit. It wasn't easy. Seriously, why can't you just not friend and destroy stuff? It'd be so much easier for everyone. Perhaps, but then what would I do if all this racism is pestering my heart for thousands of years? Have you tried gardening? This conversation is over. Die! Remind us to never let you speak again, you troublesome elf. How is this my fault?
Have a taste of despair.
Nothingness is eternal.
Nihility.
Minor damage sustained.
Farewell. You are wide open. The time has come. Light of purification. Grant unto my soul blessed annihilation.
This is the ultimate
Right of dawn.
knowledge.
Increasing internal parameters.
Okay.
All is but a distant memory.
Bruh.
Ideal strike!
Engaging movement limiters. Manipulating bulk element.
Dark Bound.
Form 4. Blossom Waltz.
Or even deal damage at all.
Manipulating bite element.
The light will guide your path.
Soothing light. Banish these foul impurities.
You're an eyesore.
Starting up parallel vision operation.
Phantom Splash! Time to put a stop to this. This will finish it. Forever yours! Take my advice. Don't get back up.
I'll crush you.
Uh-oh. Your light relayer began to annoy me. Same here. I thought I could simply erase you without much effort, but it seems you intend to make me work. Fine, I'll make you regret that.
Ow!
Man. I don't have enough delay stuff ready. Okay.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Behind me, everyone! Ow!
Engaging movement limiters. Manipulating bulk element.
The old presence is still there.
Farewell.
Begone! Purification seal! You are wide open.
So photon, blade, or ignition burst.
Manipulating light element. Increasing power output. Proceeding with termination protocol. Termination subroutine.
There, I'll
complete.
buy me some
Resuming
time.
Standard combat routine.
The light will guide your path.
Single touch is all it takes.
Damn.
Increasing internal parameters.
You'll definitely feel this in the morning.
You'll feel that in the morning.
Disappear.
Activating reality manipulation measures.
If I use Chronos Field, I'll have a chance.
The darkness will swallow.
No.
All is but a distant memory.
My curses.
I don't think so.
Engaging movement limiters. Lightning edge deployed.
Okay.
Deploying barrier ignition protocol.
Farewell.
Yes, finally!
Good. Let's move on.
Oh man, that was insane. Now give me my prize! The Clash doesn't like anything I've ever seen. The Sealed Maiden, as we call her, has extraordinary power even while immobile and held back by several layers of seals. I think the energy she expels is this strong while sealed. I had to say, she's on par with Norn, though Norn was holding back. I'm afraid to know just how strong this girl would have been if she were completely free from the seal.
You jerks are more capable than I gave you credit for. If I wasn't stuck in the damn seal, I could have made such short work of you all. But it seems like I've run out of the energy I need to push through this barrier.
Does that mean?
Count yourselves fortunate. It seems I'll be going back to sleep. And you don't think you've seen the last of me.
Oh, I'm sure I haven't. But for now, go back to sleep. Ursula.
Wait, we're allowed to say her name now? Ursula, is that her name? Interesting, but a memory from not long ago strikes me soon after. Something about not saying her name. You actually said her name. That seems ill-advised. Almost has the same thought I did. I thought we weren't supposed to directly perceive her. That gave her power. Yeah, is that okay?
It's fine. At this point, saying her name once won't give her enough power to break free. Just don't follow my example, okay?
Great. What if someone tries to play Little Mermaid on a TV or something? Oh, if you say so. Well, you don't need to tell me twice. Having fun, are you?
Fun, aren't you, Punch? I don't have enough energy left to speak. Looks like this is it. For now. Rest Sure.
Ursula, who only just learned, finally falls quiet, and the ominous feeling permeating the temple is no more. She's returned to her space up above, and more layers have been added to the barrier. Looks pretty overkill to me, but after what we went through, I know it's warranted. Is it finally over? I certainly hope so. I don't know how much more of this madness I can endure.
No worries. It's over. You all did a great job. The remnants of her power have been cleared away, and the seal is strengthening back to its original state. I think we can all finally take a breather.
Ooh, finally. Fluffy is right. This was getting way to be way too much by the end there. All the same, this thread has passed. A lot of questions remain, but frankly, we have our business to take care of. That's true. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't super curious, but we've got our own stuff to deal with too. Indeed, if the crisis is resolved, then let's be on our way. Sounds good. Let's hope we don't meet again, Mr. Storyteller. Seriously, I'm too old for this stuff.
Is that so? Take care. All of you. Thanks again for your help. I really did luck out getting you all.
With that, we bid our mysterious acquaintance farewell and step for a portal, likely for the last time. Once the visitors depart from the portal, it closes, and the storyteller falls quiet. He looks up at Ursula, contained within the sealing barrier.
I don't believe that you can be kept sealed forever. Not even I can manage that much. But, with the time we bought, I can only hope you'll have a change of heart when the time comes.
He turns away, smiling to himself.
Now, I think it's time I moved on myself.
Opening up another portal, the storyteller departs from the temple after giving it all one last look. Then it closes, leaving nothing but a deafening silence in its wake. Hey. We've come a long way now. The Black Ark is massive, and even though we've gone this deep into the ship, I feel like there's still a whole lot we didn't get to see. But that's fine, we came here with a clear purpose. Not to sightsee the remnants of the past leisurely. As we walk, I notice Kanna, and my mind drifts back to some thoughts I've been putting off addressing for a while now. So much has happened that it's been hard to find a moment for it, but I think now is as good a moment as any. I slow my pace to fall in step with her. Hey Kanna, before we go on, can we talk? Talk, whatever could you have to talk about at this juncture? I've been ignoring it for a while, but I think I should actually address it now before it's too late. Kanna, how many times have you gone through this? Pardon? Yeah, I think that I'm getting this conversation. Is it because of New Game Plus or because I friend-zoned Leanne? I'm not sure. There's no way to play dumb. Once I got a hold of the sword, everything became clear to me. Your actions, the odd things you've said, your familiarity with the places that we visited. You said you came from Xing, but you seem way too familiar with Amarcia. On top of that, you would predict events before they happened with frightening accuracy. Well, that is... Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to criticize you. I just wish I could have helped you sooner. Was it hard? It was hard, wasn't it? The rest of us blissfully marching towards our demise over and over while you walked a delicate tightrope, trying to change things without causing new problems. You really have changed so much this time, Lady Abelle. Huh? All you had to do was search that one dungeon slightly more than usual. Every time we reached the Demon Queen's castle, we would all perish one way or another. And every time I would be brought back to try again, because doing otherwise would lead this world to certain ruin. What? So it's guaranteed that Solomos fails? I am so very tired of it. I want to give up, but I was not allowed to. My clan has a pact with the goddesses. We must assist them in these matters no matter what. Putting that aside for now, however, this time something has changed. I do not know what it could have been, but we have broken the cycle of tragedy and tread onto new ground. Even I do not know what will become of us now. Kanna, everything is going to be fine. We're all in the cigar, but you don't remember my previous New Game Plus, any New Game Plus stuff, huh? We'll stop whatever Solomos has planned, and we'll all go home and return to our peaceful days. I would very much like it if that were to happen. Speaking of which, Kanna, what do you plan to do once this is all over? Lady Abelle, has no one told you that talking about one's plans for the future before a pivotal event is truly one of the worst ways to curse yourself? Now you mention it. Ah. Nonetheless, that is a very good question. I have been at this for so long that I have not had the luxury to consider what comes after. No, now it's not the time to become distracted. Lady Abelle, let's see this through to the end. After that, I will allow myself to think of the future. That's fair. In that case, let's go and finish this. Yes, let's sally forth with all the determination and grit we can muster. While we're making way, I have an inquiry. It is unusual for you to initiate conversation, Lady Phonon. What is on your mind? What is the world of Miltiades like? Outside of the bounds of this vessel, that is. You're interested in the outside world. That's unusual. Typically, constructs like you are just made to follow orders. Beyond it works in mysterious ways. I think it's pretty endearing, though. Why not just go out and see for yourself after all this is all over? Negative. That's not an action I'm able to take due to my court directive. That's why I asked you all for your accounts of the outside world. Well, the outside world is... What do we even say? The outside world is a beautiful place, full of plentiful green as far as the eye can see. Right, and there's lots of animals, especially in forests and plains. From big scary bears and boars to cute and fluffy squirrels and majestic birds. Ooh. I wish to know more. There's also people. Humans, beastkin, and elves are the primary races living on Miltiades right now. The technology level regressed dramatically, but they're getting by fine. There are only humans, beastkin, and elves. Whatever happened to demons, angels, and dragonkin? Ah, a lot of stuff happened. They're unfortunately extinct or vanished. She's using the old terminology. Back then, the demons were not called Dark Lore, were they? I see. Fine, if you could go outside, what would you want to do? If such a thing were possible, I'd like to visit the forest and touch those cute and fluffy creatures. Of course it would be that. Do you really expect anything else? Grant Elemental 5, that's what the fairies were equipped with. This gem. Yeah, this conversation again. I think the item fairies, but you already met those item fairies, and you already saw them equip that item before. Thank you, item fairies. For everything I've been through just recently, yeah, it was probably those two. Yeah, this time Abelle does have new dialogue. After everything I've been through recently, yeah, it was just probably those two. She knows it's those two who left this behind. Yes. I guess I can take this as their last contribution to our journey. Huh? Are they not going to say anything? Come on. Getting one last strawberry before the end. How diligent. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck. Oh, that's right, I forgot. The Fairy Queen is probably putting them in fairy prison or something for screwing up. Yeah. Sucks to be them. This guy should not be too difficult. I already beat the Nihila version. This is it, isn't it? Yes, I can feel it. The Akashic record is very close by. We've come this far, huh? There's nothing left other than this. Indeed, no one knows what will happen beyond this point. All we can do is stand strong and endeavor to attain the future that we desire. Okay, there's nothing left to do but to do it. Let's go. What? Oh, no, oh, it's a church. Meanwhile, down in Miltiades. Standing outside on the grounds of a church building surrounded by the thick foliage of trees on all but one side, a lone woman stares up at the sky, where a black shape can be seen floating ominously in the upper distance. It's the Black Ark, the vessel that houses the Akashic record. From down below on Miltiades, the jet black ship looks like the precursor to a disaster. Despite that, that lone woman doesn't look barred in the least bit. She stares in the sky with a serious look on her face, not minding the breeze that tousles her clothing and her hair. It's almost time. She says this to herself, then turns away and walks back towards the church's front doors. I should get ready to welcome him. He should be arriving soon. With that, she heads inside, leaving the sight of the Black Ark behind. The phase crystal teleports us into a darkened space. I can see nothing but black all around us. Is this a deeper part of the ship? Bioluminescent lights create a path to follow, leading further ahead. No more words are necessary. We all know what we're here for. We move to follow the path. After a short while, it seems like we finally reach our destination. As if passing through a barrier, the blackness gives way to an open space. There we can see it, a large collection of holographic screens displaying enormous amounts of data. They swirl around a pillar of light in a slow revolving circle. Standing before us is the one we've been seeking, Solomos himself. Is he gonna mention our new party member? So you finally arrived. Just as I thought you would. However, I don't recognize that one. How many party members do you have, dudes? He regards Phonon with a glance, but says nothing more. There are more pressing matters at hand for all of us. Solomos. I just wanted to know one thing. Why are you doing this? When I think back to the time we were traveling together, I'm sure the person that we talked and laughed with wasn't fake. So what's driving this? Abelle, do you remember when I asked if you were fine with the way things were? I remember, I said I don't think that things are fine, but that I wouldn't think hard about things I can't see, or do what I can in my own capacity. Correct. I realize now that I never gave my own answer to that question. Allow me to do so. This world is not fine. It hasn't been fine for a very, very long time, longer than any of us know. The conflict of the apostles, humanity's punishment, machinations of the goddesses. None of these are things that should have happened. What are you talking about? Though people invoke the goddesses in speech now and then, Miltiades hasn't seen actual divine activity in many centuries. I was under the impression that any gods that were around had left Miltiades. That is what they want you to think. He speaks of the twin goddesses that rule over the world, the twin spirits of Miltiades, the ones that Kanna answers to. The world at large, they do not exist, however. Confirming, the entities known as the world of Miltiades exist on a plane separate from Miltiades itself. Correct, since time immemorial, those who fancy themselves higher than mortals have taken the proverbial throne and driven this world to chaos. People have no need for gods, that's why it has long become necessary to wrest control from these higher beings and become the masters of their own fates. You. Who are you? You talk about these things with such familiarity that it arouses suspicion. And the fact that you knew exactly how to manipulate the Akashic Key's power, when the only person who should have possessed that knowledge was Alan Silverberg, yes? Indeed, best known by the alias Auxiliary. He was the founder and leader of the first incarnation of Illuminate, the more extreme version of Illuminate. Yeah, it was by his ideals that they fought against the Apostles for the future of Miltiades. The second incarnation of Illuminate carried the name, but their ideals were similar yet different. The second incarnation of Illuminate was headed by a man named Aldessa Rosenkrantz. He and his allies formed the group to fight against the perceived tyranny of the God King. What? Gunnar? So the second incarnation was created to fight Gunnar, and not the Apostles. The founder of Illuminate. It pains me to see what Illuminate has become in the end. What was once a staunch gathering of individuals who fought to return the world to the hands of the people, then become a tool of the goddesses. Solomos, I'm going to ask you a really stupid question. Are you related to Alan Silverberg? Is that why you know so much about Illuminate? Heh, related. Close, but not quite. You see, years after I was born, I realized something was off. That feeling only grew as I did. Eventually, that feeling of wrongness changed. I began seeing memories of what I would discover were the past. Always I would see these memories through the eyes of a man I came to realize was Alan Silverberg. As I recalled his convictions, his ambitions, his struggles, I realized something. These weren't just random memories of some man I had little relation to. Those memories were mine. Hold on a moment, you mean to say that you are Alan Silverberg himself? But still, the second incarnation was led by Rosenkrantz to fight Gunnar. But why reuse the name Illuminate? Is it possible that the majority of members are just the old Illuminate members who decided they needed to team up with the other protagonists in order to defeat Gunnar, who somehow became a God King? In a matter of speaking, but to be more precise, I've come to the conclusion of his reincarnation. Running bioscan, cross-referencing subject with genetic sample of Alan Silverberg. Bioscan complete. Results. The subject bears no genetic similarity to Alan Silverberg. The subject may be lying. However, this unit believes his claims may be true. Possessing memories of a past life is an anomaly in the cycle of reincarnation. So it's like that. Reincarnation? That's the idea that when you die, you're eventually reborn again with a new life. You mean to say this actually happens? But more than that, you're saying that you're someone who was born in this world remembering their past life. Let's say this is true. I still don't understand something. You could have gone on living life and not worrying about any of this, but you instead chose to embrace these past life memories of yours and start all this craziness. What's the point? What do you get from this? What are you even going to do with the Akashic Record? Craziness, you say? What I plan to do is simple. With control of the Akashic Record, I will recreate Miltiades from the ground up, and remove the existence of beings known as gods right down to their very concepts. It's only then that us mortal people can finally live in a world where control of our fates rests in our own hands. The machinations of the divine, the conflicts that continually scar our world and leave us to pick up the pieces will be no more. That sounds all nice and pretty when you say it like that, but what's going to happen to us when you do that? What about all the people who live in this world now? Who can say? This is an unprecedented action that has never successfully been carried out before. A completely new world of new people may result, or it could be a new world with the same people. So what you're saying is that we may or may not come to exist in this new world of yours. It's entirely up to the whims of creation. Master Rihanna was correct to send this unit along. This plan would ruin everything that she has built. Not that I had ever had any intention of letting you do this, but after hearing your plans, my mind is made up. You will be stopped, you madman. Heh. Aha. Really? You who are of the exact same race as those bonded apostles that tore this world asunder many times in the past, claim that you will stop me? What a laugh. Solomos, I think I've heard enough. You have your reasons for doing what it is you do. I can't claim to understand the hundreds of years of anguish behind your convictions, but I like this world the way it is now, and everything I care about is here in this world right now. There was once a point where I would have agreed with you, a point where I once thought this world wasn't right, and I had no place in it. But at some point I realized I found a reason to like this world, and I wanted to stay in it. Lady Abelle, I won't risk losing that for whatever might result from you successfully enacting your plans. If that's the wrong choice, then I'll accept that, but I will fight for what I believe in. Yet another idealistic fool who denounces progress in favor of a false world. It seems that no matter the era I find myself in, there will always be someone like you. I'm disappointed. After all, I did find our time together to be nostalgic. Reminded me of the old days of Illuminate. But that time is over. With the power of the Akashic record, I'll remove you from my sight and clear the way to revolution once and for all. There's nothing more to say. Let's go. Oh, hell. Wait, why do you get the first turn, dude?
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Okay, good. I can't.
Energy shell, locked and loaded.
Firing energy rounds.
Yes! I managed to connect it by mashing the arrow keys. Seriously, the window is way too small. It needs to be bigger. Well, now I don't have to use Purification Seal, but I can't remove Ignition free. The fact that he can just set that up in one turn while it takes me forever when he's playable, that's so unfair, man. Like, why? It should take... My version should be able... Should be able to set this up way faster, too. Man. This is why I don't like using Solomos as a playable character. He takes forever to set up stuff, basic stuff.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Activating Photon Blade subroutine.
This is more troublesome than I had initially assumed it would be. What? He's powering up? Fine, I'll have to go all out from here on. Do as you wish, however, we'll continue to stand before you. Yeah, I need this current world to keep existing. What? This isn't heaven before. Is he actually gonna power up for real? You don't have the luxury to hold back, Solomos. We're coming at you with everything we have. This is a DPS check, you'll be stopped. Report, energy readings rising dramatically. But he didn't transform at all. What the heck? Very soon, robot, I'll show you everything I've got.
I'll give you a taste of my truth.
He advanced, no!
You still choose to stand in my way.
Bruh. That's not fair. You can't do that shit. Bruh, what? I mean, you can't use the X-Arch, but it's still gonna hurt it hurt a lot, man. Bruh. I want to change Phonon's EX.
Is that your best? It's time. Let your foolishness guide you.
Nuke.
You'd be wise not to get back up.
Even these guys are surviving. What the?
Starting up parallel vision operation.
Good. Man, the Azure and Crimson Spirits. What the?
Form 4. Blossom Waltz.
Oh.
The light will guide your path.
Wait, why'd you take a turn before me, dude?
Increasing power output to 20%.
Hey.
Soothing light. Banish these foul impurities.
You're an eyesore.
High slash!
One down. Man, I didn't think he'd power up in his regular form. I guess he's doing it because of Phonon, because he knows she's extremely OP. So he's gonna be even more OP.
Engaging movement limiters. Lightning Edge deployed.
Lightning Edge deployed.
Your memories will become a source of strength.
Manipulating light element. Increasing power output. Proceeding 30% protocol.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut your stats in half, you jerk.
Standard combat routine.
Crap.
You won't break my stance.
Wait, he's almost dead! Yes!
People fight.
I guess he still wasn't quite on par with the Nihila bosses. But it was a little... But he was definitely way stronger than before. But you'd think he would save that power-up event for, like, the halfway point of the Grand Architect battle. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna save him a separate slot. I don't trust him. I think he might transform into Grand Architect, but stronger anyways. He might end up like scaling up to his Nihila version. He's different from the time in Almighty's castle. He has the power of the Akashic record in his grasp, giving him access to power far beyond human limits. Even with the power to see in the future, my body is still human. I can barely react to the dangerous displays of magic before me. We're at a stalemate. You really do remind me of those so-called heroes of the past. It's as if I'm staring Lucis in the face once again. Don't call me a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm not Lucis either. I'm just someone who's doing what they believe in. Too true. This is no fight for justice. Just two fools who stubbornly stand opposite ends of an ideal. It's not too late to stop this nonsense, Solomos. All you have to do is say, just kidding, and we can forget about all this and go home, yeah? I highly doubt that will happen. Even when given a new chance of life, he chose to take up his centuries-old mission yet again. Imagine that if he were to put at the crossroads again, he would make the same choice each and every time. You know me too well, Descendant of Amarcia. That's right, I won't rest until I see this world changed with my own two hands, no matter how much time passes, no matter the era. Absolute foolishness. After all this time, you still don't understand why it is that Illuminate chose to seal the record away and make the choice to carry on with this world as it is. Not even once in Miltiadi's history has recreation ever worked out in the world's favor. Even those kids back then knew this, but you, a soul of over 1,000 years of knowledge, don't? It's pathetic. Oh, I fully admit to know how pathetic I am. Knowing that true freedom has eluded moral people for countless millennia, yet being unable to do anything about it. Watching as gods, goddesses, apostles, and their like run this world into the ground over and over. But that all ends now. There's no benefit to further debate. It appears his mind is firmly made up in this regard. We need only stop him via physical persuasion. Fine, then we'll have to do just that. Solomos, no matter how powerful you are, you're still just human. This isn't going to end the way you think it will. We'll see about that. To turn your own words back to you, no matter how powerful that sword makes you, not even you can possibly stand against the full might of the Akashic record. Now let me demonstrate. Suddenly, before Solomos can do whatever it is he's planning, the entire ship seems to quake, brimming with life from the seemingly low power state it was in before. What? Ack! Lena loses her footing, falling into me as I hold her steady. Kanna almost look around with great confusion. Meanwhile, I looked to Solomos. What confused me is that he looks as if this was entirely unexpected for him as well. What is happening here? He asked that aloud, cementing my suspicions that this wasn't a part of his plans at all. Suddenly, the floor beneath our feet shakes violently, knocking us all off balance as a rigid voice speaks over us in a resounding fashion. Energy charge at 100%. All systems green. Black arc now lifting off. Lifting off. Wait, lifting off. Is this ship actually moving? That cannot be. The Black Ark was supposed to be in a dormant state, no? Incorrect. The Black Ark has been readying for takeoff ever since Master Rhiannon awoke. I can feel it clearly now. We're moving through the sky. There are no windows to check, but being this deep into the ship's depths, but I know it to be true. Solomos clenches his hand into a fist as he looks above, realization dawning on his face. I had wrongfully assumed that Rhiannon Zelen had departed this world long, long ago. Tisk. Well played. So it was as I thought. There was no way that she was just going to quietly do nothing and wait for us. Rhiannon Zelen, what does she have to do with? I stop and think back. Going along with them, I can handle the rest of the system diagnostics myself, blah blah. Wait, you mean that back there she was preparing the ship to take off into the stars, with us still in it? Well, damn. Did she use us as bait to keep Solomos distracted? It would appear that was the case. We're moving. Are we leaving the planet? We can't leave the planet. I have a family here. My wife, my daughter. Lena's looking more frantic than I've ever seen her, looks up above and shouts into the mechanical depths. Rhiannon Zelen, stop the ship, let me off! But there's no response. Master Rhiannon is not currently listening. It seems she is fully focused on controlling the Black Ark's flight. And how are we going to escape? At this point, something unexpected happens. A luminous green glow emanates from Phonon and I, combining together and enveloping all of us. Wait, it's a fairy! It even expands past the bounds of the chamber and beyond. What if I didn't get the fairy? What if I didn't do the fairy quest? This must be Norn's blessing. Norn's blessing, you mean the fairy queen? What did you... Power from core radiating outwards. Subject Norn's blessing is behaving erratically. Brace yourself, something is happening. Watch out. Huh? Everything is enveloped in green light and then fades into white. The light fades and we can see again. We're standing on the green grass of the Great Plains. It takes a bit for all of us to find our bearings, and once we do, realization kicks in. We're back on Miltiades! We're back! We're back! Oh, thank the goddesses, we're back! Lena certainly looks relieved, understandably so, given her panic earlier. Kanna steps forward, looking up at the sky in the distantly departing black arc. We made it out safely. That was close. Wait, what about Aelin? Frankly, it's a miracle. There was no way we could have conventionally gotten off the black arc from that deep inside. I guess I have to thank Norn if I ever see her again. I didn't think the blessing she gave Phonon and I would work out like this. Phonon looks up to see the distantly departing black arc becoming smaller and smaller in the clouds. Confusion. This unit was supposed to watch over the black arc and Master Rhiannon. Yet I am now here, far away from the designated area of operation. Her head tilts a bit of confusion clear on her face. Query, what must I do now? What to do, you ask? You can do whatever you want now, right? Yeah, since the black arc has gone up into space, it's not like you can return. You're free, aren't you? Free? Am I free? As Phonon processes this once thought impossible notion, a groan from nearby in the grass catches our attention. Ugh. Aelin did. Oh, they teleported her out too. Wait, but she wasn't even in the party. How'd the blessing know to bring her out? What the? Where? It's Aelin, an unexpected new addition to be sure. I didn't even notice she was being obscured in the grass over there. Huh? Aren't you? Whoa, it's her. I didn't notice you there, so you got dragged in too. Aelin stares at all of us as she rubs her head and gets her bearings. You and everyone else. She ignores us after that and instead stares out over the unfamiliar landscape, a muted sense of wonder in her eyes. This is Miltiades. Indeed it is. Is this her first time seeing it? Of course not. It's just been a really long time. She answers Kanna's question brusquely. After that, a gulp of silence follows. Then, Almace finally takes the reins of the conversation to address the proverbial elephant in the room. We're all here on Miltiades for an impossible miracle, and we can assume Rhiannon and Zelin took off of the Akashic record in the black arc into the depths of outer space. What does that mean for you two? Are we going to continue this conflict? There's a tense moment of silence as we all eye each other, unsure if we're going to resume our final battle that was interrupted back on the black arc earlier. But then almost breaks attention with a derisive sounding scoff. Heh. He chuckles and turns away from us, his intent to fight nowhere to be seen. This isn't the same guy we were debating ideals with not long ago. Forget it. If there's no Akashic record, then my plans have already failed. There's nothing for me to fight for now. I suppose you consider this your victory. He starts forward and proceeds to walk off at those words. Solomos, where are you going? I'll go wherever I please. Don't concern yourself with me. Focus on your own life. That's what you fought for, isn't it? I doubt I'll appear in front of you again. Solomos approaches in the distance. The sight of his billowing, caped form getting smaller with every step somehow looks almost tragic. But I guess that's not too inaccurate. His plans were ruined by an interloper none of us saw coming. In a way, Rhiannon is the real winner here. Her hand was involved in the background of these events, and against all logic, she reappeared and succeeded after almost 1,000 years. I don't feel sorry for Solomos' plan not coming to fruition, but a part of me thinks that there could have been a way to reach out to him. The Solomos ending? But be that as it may, I won't put the things I value at risk for it, so I don't stop him as he goes. I can only wish him good luck and hope for a better future for him in my mind. That just leaves Aelin now. From what I'm gathering, the Black Ark and the Akashic record are gone. In that case, my job is done. The stupid oath is null and void. She shrugs her shoulders carelessly, then flexes a hand, as if testing a feeling only she could possibly know. I'm not dumb enough to waste my time and energy fighting for something that isn't even here anymore. In that case, what's the plan for you from now on? Hey, we'll see. I guess we'll check out this world now that I'm here. It's been something like 1,000 years. That's gotta be interesting. Beyond that, who knows? Aelin turns away from us and walks into the distance, seemingly set on being by herself and exploring this new world. Personally, there was a lot I wanted to ask her, but I don't think those things are important to my life right this moment. So I don't stop her or call her out to her. Whatever mysteries this world continues to hold, I'll leave them be. After watching her go for a bit, the rest of us turned back to each other. There she goes, I suppose. With that, our remaining issues have been resolved, yes? It is somewhat difficult to grasp, but now that we are actually here. I think so. Well, for you guys, anyway, I'll be busy again soon. Right, the Demon Queen conflict. I nearly forgot about it since our group is so diverse. The kingdom is still going to try to look if those prideful nobles and royals at court have anything to say about it. I'm sure they will. Just because we had a personal victory here doesn't mean the rest of the world's problems have gone away. Too true. Don't I know it. Isn't there something we can do to help? That's a sweet thought, but I don't recommend trying to publicly get involved. It's not so easy to just change what society thinks. Just focus on yourselves. I'll be fine. If you say so. She's at a level cap. She'll be fine. As long as the enemy didn't also get a level cap. But even then, her stat group's pretty good. So then, I guess this is it. Liam shifts on her feet, as if making to leave, but pauses, giving us some more consideration. Looks like I can finally go home now. Yeah, I think we're done. This journey is over. Kind of surreal to think about, honestly. Thanks for everything, Elena, Kanna, Almace, Phonon. You're very welcome, of course. I too am glad this journey has finally reached a definitive conclusion. I'm sure you are, after, well, everything. Time loops. At that moment, Phonon, who has been standing still, seemingly lost in a deep and thoughtful trance, speaks up again. This unit is still unsure of what to do at this moment. However, I will endeavor to find a solution. She's still grappling with this newfound concept of freedom. I hope for the best for her. You'll find something, I know it. If you ever need any advice, you can drop by my shop. Yeah, take a look around this new world. You'll find something that you want to do before long. I shall do that. You have my gratitude. Now then. There's no more stalling. This journey is over. We all look at each other, and then, after one more moment, we take the first steps and part. I won't say goodbye, because I'll see them again. Sometime, somewhere. By now, everyone else has gone our separate ways. In the end, it's just Kanna and I standing side to side, looking off at the distant plains in silence. I realize this now, and I turn to look at her. So, what are your plans now that everything is over, Kanna? That was a very good question, Lady Abelle. I'm not sure of my plans right now. I consider returning home to Xing, however, I find that I'm not keen to do so just yet. After she says this, I find myself feeling a strange sense of relief. Relief? Why is that? No, that's a dumb question. I know what it is. Now all excitement has died down to nothing, and the fate of Miltiades is no longer on our shoulders. I have time to think about what I want. Knowing that, I decide to speak. Kanna, if you don't have any plans to return home yet, then why don't you stay with me? I don't want a part of you yet. Oh, did I get the Kanna route? Oh my, Lady Abelle. I had wondered how long it would take for you to say that. Hey, come on, don't tease me now. This is pretty embarrassing, you know? My apologies. I know that you are being heartfelt, therefore I should be as well. I'd be delighted to stay with you, Lady Abelle. In the Void of White, two figures breathe a collective sigh of relief as they finish watching the aftermath of these tense events. But this time they won't be able to ban him from reincarnation. As the eccentric group separates and goes their own ways in the grassy plains, the two figures look at each other. So it's finally over. Yeah, somehow things turned out alright. I was sweating bullets for a moment there. Tell me about it. Still, I have to admit, I almost panicked when we completely lost sight of Lucis' descent and Rhiannon's android. For real, I wasn't expecting them to come back throwing a blessing from the Fairy Queen herself. Maybe we should thank her sometime. Let's not, she'll just laugh in our faces and make fun of us for not solving our own problems. Ugh, but come on, there are rules, so we could just start interfering willy-nilly, then we'd all solve our world's problems with a snap. Like shepherds protect the flock, but Plexos still gotta live their own lives and deal with their own things, right? Well, anyway, it's not all flowers and rainbows. Rhiannon escaped the planet with the Akashic record. What did she say? She was searching for a universal boundary, Proxima Lumeris. And if she took off into space, then she's not our problem anymore. Not like we can reach her anyway. Besides, if you think about it, that system was strangling our world's natural cycles of etheric energy, reincarnation, everything. If she took off of it, then good for her. Someone else can deal with that. How responsible. In any case, for now, those people have bought Miltiades some time. At least until the next turning point. Sacred alternative, the celestial tree is apparently similar to the Akashic record. So that means we also get to have a break, right? In that case, why don't we take a little trip down to Miltiades ourselves? There's this bakery I've been eyeing in the Amarcian capital. Huh? Come on, time's wasting. Move us feet, let's go. Wait, we can't just, Her dark skin half grabs her by arm, pulling her into a white portal, leaving the space empty of its usual occupants, for the time being at least. We still don't know how they became goddesses. They were just regular folks back then, weren't they? Well, no. I think Fiamme was an apostle. Meanwhile, in the forest of Messina, a certain android makes her way through the trees at a leisurely pace. Her gaze shifts this way and that as she takes in the sights that once only existed as fury in her databanks. Now they were real in front of her. The sound of rushing water, the rustling of leaves, the chitter of wildlife, the gentle breeze. So this is a forest. She steps into a clearing, turning around in place to get a full view of her surroundings. Were anyone to watch, it would be clear how she marvels at the stark contrast between nature here and her previous dwelling on the Black Ark. It's beyond even anything I had imagined. The maid eventually finds a fallen log, and she has a seat on it, taking the time to gaze at the beauty of the forest quietly. Was this what freedom was? She had no orders to fulfill, no masters to serve, was simply her in the vast world. What will she see next? Where will she go? A fluttering of wings and a rustle on her shoulder soon alerts Phonon. She glances to see a bird that landed on her shoulder. There's a pleasant surprise written on her face as she regards the creature. Greetings, forest creature. Are things going well for you? The bird chirps and shuffles its wings slightly. I'm afraid I do not understand your chirping, but nonetheless I share your enthusiasm. Phonon looks up at the blue sky and clouds peeking through the trees. There is much that I wish to see for myself in this vast world. Locales that were once merely descriptions in my databanks. She offers the bird on her shoulder a finger and hops onto it without hesitation. It's unusual behavior. Maybe it senses that Phonon isn't dangerous to it, despite probably being the strongest person on the planet right now, other than maybe Solomos and Almes. Snow-capped mountains, sandy deserts, rolling plains, towns bustling with people. She smells that her bird friend currently perched on her finger. There's much to do. I'll go and get started on doing all of it. This feeling thrumming in my processor. Perhaps it is excitement. The bird chirps again, then it flies off, leaving Phonon alone once again. The maid stands to her feet and brushes off her skirt. Yes, we're all, friend. I must go too. But seriously, what kind of ending would I get if I had not done... if I went to Solomos with Phonon, but not the fairy blessing? Would I just be stuck on the Ark? With that, she proceeds onward, off to parts that she herself isn't entirely sure of. She'll know when she reaches them, perhaps. It's been a fairly long walk, several days in fact. The two of us traveling through the Rodel Plains, then back through the Istina Forest. We took our time seeing the sights we were too busy to take in previously and talking about nothing in particular. But eventually we do emerge from the forest tree line and into the grassy clearing where a familiar house stands. I'm finally home.
Well, here we are.
Kanna comes to a stop at my side, looking about the clearing curiously. Aside from the house, there's a small field surrounded by a wooden fence, a stump where I do woodcutting, and some open, untamed space where trees lure the area. It's as quiet as I remember it being, and the house is still standing, thankfully.
So this is your home, Lady Abelle. I do recall that we had come close previously, but I never had gotten to see it directly until this moment. It is rather quaint. Quite a perfect little hideaway.
Yeah, that was the intention originally. Lyneth was the only one who ever managed to find this place in all the time I lived here.
Well, there was also Leanne, but I decided not to mention her right now. Lyneth is one thing, but talking about another girl right now feels like it would ruin the mood. Let's not introduce unnecessary information. I already friends on her.
And what are your thoughts now?
Well, I don't think I mind the quiet at all. But I do think that sharing it with someone would be better than being all alone.
I am glad that you think so.
But, Kanna, are you really okay not seeing your family? I mean, I'm glad you're staying, but...
There is no need for you to feel guilty, lady. No. I should cease addressing you by that, should I not? Abelle. Yes. I have made this decision myself. Additionally, I plan to send a letter illustrating my happenings in order to alleviate what worries they may have. Therefore...
Kanna steps and turns to step in front of me and initiates an intimate embrace, one that I return happily.
Right now, I wish, first and foremost, to listen to my heart. Let us spend time quietly, learning even more about one another.
I'd like that a lot.
We stay like that for a long moment before I move to disengage.
Let's head inside.
Of course. Lead the way.
With that, the two of us head for the house, hand in hand. This journey may be over, but I have a feeling another one is about to begin. We'll know sure of her together as we learn more and more about one another. Episode 11, huh? The Fairies' Blessing. Oh, I really beat every combat challenge, but I didn't get every ending, technically. Since there's probably an ending for not doing the fairy thing. Oh. Yeah, doing it at risk 60 was pretty hard. I went for a glass cannon strategy because because otherwise I'm not sure I could. The boss would probably, if I tried to lower to just focus on more on keeping up my defenses, I'm not sure I could last that long against a boss forever. Also, trading this, getting poison in exchange for lowering the enemy's speed is also a really good strat because poison is easy to remove. But enemy speed makes a huge difference. The less they move, the happier I am. Yeah. I feel like that's the optimal way to do risk 60. Even if I'm giving the enemy more kill potential by lowering my defense and hit points. And increasing the enemy crit. Man, I still haven't gotten the. But there's probably an ending for not getting the getting the All Mace sword. I have to somehow get that one too, huh? Shoot. I should have. If only I got that one first, huh? If I only didn't explore everything and just like skip the sword and just let myself get the ending where Solomos probably slimes me. I'm really surprised that the bad ending is not the first ending that you're required to get, though. I think it would be in like a Bravely default or a Bravely second sort of situation where you need to get a bad ending and then use New Game Plus in order to get achieve victory once and for all. Back at the Fairy Queen's palace, however, everything has come to an end. Norn has called Primula and Fee into their chambers. The palace is once again foaming with life. The Guardians and Transgressors have cleared out, and now fairies wander the halls once more. In the throne room, the two fairies float before their queen with trepidation.
You called for us, Your Majesty?
Yes, I did. I'm sure neither of you forgot about our recent little kerfluffle, right?
No, we didn't. But in our defense...
I wonder if she'll have anything to say about Ursula.
Quiet, idiots.
Primilla and Fee immediately climb up when ordered to.
Now, regardless of whatever excuses you might have, the both of you dragged outsiders into our realm. That's an act punishable by death under normal circumstances.
The two gulp nervously, fearing the worst.
But I'll be merciful this time. After all, because of your idiocy, I got to see something interesting.
She averts her eyes a tad after that and adds her statement.
And I guess it wouldn't be very good of me to execute my flesh and blood either. I'm not that heartless.
Thank you, Mom. I promise I won't forget this.
Excuse me. You're supposed to address me as Your Majesty, you numbskull. Maybe I should rescind my merciful decision.
Please, Your Majesty, no! I want to live!
Yes, quiet down. I was joking. Mostly.
Her crimson gaze settles on the two and she sighs as she renders her judgment.
It's exile for the both of you. At least temporarily. You'll be given a chance to make up for this incident and prove your worth.
Exile to Sacred Earth Alternative.
Primula, I'm sending you to investigate the energy spikes that were detected in the condemned region of space that was once the Targan sector.
Phasma sector? Wait, is that what Sacred Earth Alternatives World is called?
Fee, you're going to keep an eye on the Great Library. They seem to have something planned and I want eyes on their actions.
Great Library?
Neither of you are welcome back here until I see some favorable results. Got it?
Loud and clear, Mom. I mean, Your Majesty. Yes, Your Majesty. We'll get it done. Or at least I will. Hey! Are you saying I won't?
Don't you start your comedy routine now. Get out and get going before I have to toss you myself.
Yes, Your Majesty!
The two escape the throne room in a hurry, not keen on to incur the Queen's wrath. Once they're gone, Norn sighs, leaning back in her throne as she gazes off into space. She thinks aloud to herself.
So much to do. So much is happening. I wonder if there'll ever be an end in sight. Is peace really such a myth?
Yeah, Ursula still wants to kill you, right? She closes her eyes at that, contemplating on the notion silently for a time. In the forest of Messina, within a certain clearing, Solomos steps in, coming to a stop in front of a grave. He gazes down the faded stone, his expression being one of distant nostalgia, but also of disappointment. It's quite embarrassing me standing here again like this, empty-handed in the end. Rian and Zelen, who I thought was long dead, returned and outplayed us all in the end. Not even I could have anticipated that she would have preserved herself for this long, or that she would start up the Black Ark and fly off into space with the Akashic record. He lifts a hand and clenches a hand to a fist. After a few moments, however, he relaxes his fist as his arms fall back to his side. The stream is dead. There's nothing left. Are you sure about that? An unfamiliar voice speaks from some ways behind Solomos, stepping into the clearing word of grave lies. He turns and looks. He turns to look, and who interrupted his visit, coming face to face with an elven woman with long white hair, wearing a mostly black dress. Something about her strikes him as familiar, yet he knows that he has never met this woman in either of his lives. Who exactly are you? Rutina Silverdash. Rutina Silverdash. He's heard that surname before. It was a long time ago. Vague memories of a stubborn one-armed elf resurface briefly, but he sets them aside to focus on the person in front of him now. Yes, that's my name. Nice to meet you, Mr. Solomos Effenberg. It's not like his surname was any big secret, just that no one ever properly asked, and he never felt it was necessary to divulge unprompted. But since she gave hers, it was only polite to give his. Now, what were you saying before? You mean when I asked if you were sure about your dream being dead? Well, if I understand correctly, you wanted to change the world and free mankind from the clutches of divine influence, right? How do you... Well, it was prophesied that on this day, a star would fall from the sky and return to the earth at this place. A star certainly did fall and return to the earth, in a sense, but the way it played out wasn't quite within my predictions. Still, you made it in the end. A falling star, you say? Am I supposed to be this falling star you're referring to? Perhaps. Still, you've gone through so much, haven't you? Her playful smile wanes as she shakes her head. After that, she adopts a more serious expression. You think that the world can't change, and that Miltiades is doomed to be stuck spinning on the whims of the goddesses and other higher beings. I'm saying that you're wrong. The world will change. There's a lot I have to ask about what you're saying, but first, the world will change. What's your basis for making such a grand claim? It's simple. Just as I've been expecting you here at the end of your journey, I've also seen this changed world. You've seen a changed world? Heh. If I hadn't gone through all the things that I have, I would have called you insane. Alas, I can't do that now. So then, you must be... Rutina smiles mysteriously, lifting a finger to her lips in a secretive manner. What I am isn't important, nonetheless. It won't be tomorrow, it won't be the next 10 years, it may not even be 100 years. But I have seen it, and Miltiades free of divine influence, an advanced society where people have taken their fates in their own hands. And that's the prediction of the seer, is it? Solomos closes his eyes, scoffing to himself, yet smiling all the same. Such a world really will come to exist one day, and I'll be satisfied with that. The key word being if. It will. Lay down your arms and put your struggles to rest at last. Let this be the epilogue to your long journey, and trust the future to those who will come after. The epilogue. I suppose that's an apt way to put it. Fine, then the epilogue it will be. With those last words, Solomos turns away from the grave, moving to leave the forest clearing. Rufina follows along with him, the two making further conversation as they go. Finn. Yes, create a new game plus save. There must be more in gallery mode now, right? I'm probably still not even 100, man. Bruh. I don't think I'll ever find them all. $77? It's probably some bad ending CGs as well, huh? At least I got everything related to Ursula. Okay, Kanna Miria, a beastkin woman from the distant land of Xing, a member of the Mira clan, an ancient family of beastkin that have watched over Miltiades and recorded its history since before the days of Illuminate. Kanna travels from Xing to Amarcia in order to intervene in Solomos' foreseen plot under the guidance of the goddesses. It's unknown whether her contract with the goddesses is hereditary or is something specific between just the three of them. Kanna's well-spoken nature, refined taste, as well as her occasional spoiled antics, point to a rather well-off upbringing, but she's not one to talk about herself and her family very much, valuing their peace and secrecy more than anything else. Especially that of her mother, who is said to have been one of the key members of Illuminate. Despite her small stature, Kanna is a fully grown adult, even older than the protagonist. Her shortness and lack of strength is unfortunate, as it has closed off many paths in life to her, such as her family's ancient and traditional style of swordplay, among other things, but she does not waste her energy envying other people or limiting her life. She's happy and confident in who she is now. 30 including loops, what? Wow, that's a lot of loops then, if those are 5 years worth of loops. Okay, Solomos T. Effenberg. an enigmatic man who claims to travel the world in search of the truths of the past. He sells himself as a researcher and historian, always on the lookout for opportunities to learn more of the past in this era of technological regression and people having forgotten the truth of events that have led them here. In truth, Solomos already knows much about the past, given that he lived in that era previously as Alan Silverberg. However, his interests and occupation are not a lie. He does travel the world and visit various sites of old to learn about the events of history that took place after the death of his last life. Born nearly a millennia after his previous existence as Alan Silverberg, there's very much for him to learn and see. While enjoyable in its own right, Solomos never forgot the convictions of his last life, and so he set about bringing it to fruition in this era again. Once he had gathered all the information he needed to cause the gears of conflict to turn once again. Rutina Silverdash, an elven woman that resides in a hidden church in the great forests of Estina on the Amarcian continent. She's a calm, kind, and compassionate individual that welcomes all lost souls that wind up at her church of open arms, imparting wisdom, advice, or simply lending an ear to those in need. Rutina seems to have some ability to see the future, which guides many of her actions and endeavors. Knowing exactly where to go, what to say, what to do, she can come off as eerie, but truthfully, Rutina is not a woman who believes that she will change the world. She believes that in her life, she has one big purpose, and that the rest of the future is up to those who come after her. She's the daughter of Rufina Silverdash, the founder of the Vanguard Association and a staunch opponent of the Apostles. That makes Rutina Lainip's niece, and Brunelli her cousin, though she's not explicitly informed them of this fact, nor does she ever get to meet Lainip. Plus, that familial connection does not come to fruition. Ragnus Marine Peacecraft. A young man who lives by himself somewhere along the great plains of Rodel. He's a good-natured young man. He's kind but not naive. He has a sense of humor but maintains tactfulness. He also has the drive and ambition to do what he needs to do, and make hard decisions. He's well aware that life isn't a bed of flowers, but he doesn't let that fact dampen his positivity. As implied, he's a direct descendant of the man known as the God King, or more specifically, Gunnar Marine. Wait, does that... What... Is Perrine in his family tree too? The records of what happened to Gunnar's family after the Illuminate conflicts are shrouded in mystery. His existence itself is proof that his legacy has lived on into the current era. Ragnus seems to be aware of a certain truth of this world, and he seeks to go on a journey to address this truth. With that in mind, he is currently seeking to form a group of able individuals to succeed to these ambitions. Wherever they may be, only the future will be able to tell. Is he going to get his own game? Assumed to be human, but might have dark lore and maybe even dragonkin blood in him. Tina Schneider, a young lady living in the town of Estina. Currently, she works at Tokiko's Inn as a barmaid while apprenticing under her in the culinary arts in the hopes of one day opening her own eatery. She lives with her father, a town guard, her younger brother, so she doesn't really have any pressing responsibilities outside of the usual chores and errands. She spends her days working as a barmaid, looking after her little brother, and daydreaming. By all counts, Tina sounds like a normal girl, except she's not. She's incredibly odd, daydreaming wildly, reacting in humorous and dramatic manners to many things, and overall being quite strange. But she's endearing to the townspeople who laugh at her antics and see and support her in spite of herself. The girl has heart, and most of those around her can see that. For some strange reason, Tina is one of the very few women who actually likes Derek. As for why this is, it's simple. She hurt her leg one day, and Derek was the one who happened upon her. He applied per se to it while lightening her mood with jokes and reassurances. Then he helped her home. She's been seeing stars in her eyes ever since. Of course, Derek forgot all about this. He simply did a good deed and moved on with his life, not expecting anything. In turn, he didn't think back about Tina either. Typical, right? Alan is Tina's little brother. Despite being much younger than her, as their parents had him late, Alan has a much more collected head on his shoulders than his big sister. As such, he's often looking after her in her forgetful moments, reminding her of things, giving her stuff she forgot at home. He can be quite a sarcastic joker and tease, though, being more of a sidelines guy that takes amusement in the antics of his friends while pulling them back when they go too far. He finds Rosaline to be annoying and a headache, but he's still friends with her because he can see that she's not a bad person. His judge of character is pretty good for his age. Alan trains with his dad in swordsmanship and hunting techniques in his spare time, and he has dreams of wanting to become an illustrious knight in the future. It seems that word of the realities of knighthood and the divide between nobles and commoners as knights has yet to reach him. Or maybe it has and he seeks it regardless. And then he'll show up in alternative. Thanks for tuning in to this Let's Play of Sacred Earth Reverie. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.